Udbhavana. Dr. Shobha Jain ma'am and all faculty members present here. I, Dr. Anu Naruka, as a co-coordinator of Udbhavana, are cordially welcoming you all in 7th session of Udbhavana. So, the topic of deliberations will be functional food, a prospective provision for innovations. For the today's session, we have resource person Dr. Dipali Saxena as an assistant professor in Sri Vaishnav Institute of Home Science, Sri Vaishnav Vidyapit Vishwavidyalaya Indore. So now I take brief introductions about today's resource persons. Dr. Dipali Saxena has a complete assistant professor with over 12 years of academic experience in food science and technology. She has completed PhD in food science and technology from Jivaji University, Gwalior, with a specialization of nutraceutical and functional food. She has university topper as MSc Gold Medalist in Food Technology from Jivaji University, Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. Dr. Dipali Saxena presently working as an assistant professor in Sri Vaishnav Institute of Science. She has awarded Best Poster Presentation in international conferences in pharma to these innovations in pharmaceutical, medical, and biosciences. Apart from this qualification, Dr. Dipali Saxena is a UGC NAT and MP SLAT qualified. She has also selected in panel of technical officers from FSSAI New Delhi. Just give me 1 minute. In addition to her academic expertise, she has worked with research organizations and food enterprises such as Madhya Pradesh Vigyan Sabha Bhopal, ICAR Central Institute of Agriculture Engineering Bhopal, 3G Food and PepsiCo Mathura. Dr. Dipali Saxena has long list of publications to her name, including 25 research publications in journals and conferences, both national and international. She has served advisory board of several journals, including Asian Journal of Dairy and Food Research (ARCC) periodicals, International Journal of Food, Nutritional and Diabetes, Food Therapy and Healthcare, and others. She has lifelong member of ISTD and IDA for Indore chapter. In the last year, she has organized various conferences, faculty development programs, webinars, and workshops under the auspices of Sri Vaishnav Vishwavidyalaya. With this profile, I now request Dr. Dipali Saxena to start this session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Anu ma'am. First of all, I want to say thank you to Shobha ma'am and her team for giving me such a very important platform of SVV Udbhavana. So can now I start my slide? I'm now sharing my PowerPoint presentation. Okay?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Tell me it's visible or not. Okay. It's visible?
Yeah, ma'am. It's visible.
Let's start. Yes. So today's my topic is functional food, a prospective provision for innovation. There are the contents. The abstract. What is functional food? Functional food has a significant role in well-being of human health and decreased risk of disease. The abstract contains the what is functional food and what it denies for it. Now coming to the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. We heard these things numerous times. We continuously saying victims apple day doctors away. Means we know that apple is that food which keeps the doctor away or which keeps the illness away to us. A great physician, Hippocrates, says that let food be your medicine. Means in centuries ago, the food be your medicine means his philosophy behind it. They focus on prevention, not on management of any disease. Just taken a food as a medicine be the prevention of any disease. So let's the Hippocrates, what the food science is, what the functional food, what's the nutrition, and what we are doing in the department as well as in Sri Vaishnav Institute of Home Science in research as well as in innovation. I am just presenting my research in that. So for just moving on, we know food. Food is that which provide energy. Okay. Food is generally made up of a number of nutrients which are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, mineral, fiber. There are the 6 nutrients which are classified macronutrients and micronutrients. We all know that food provides energy, which is the first primary function of our food. Means food give us energy, which is generally given by carbohydrates and fats. This is the just basic of food. And second function is bodybuilding, which is given by proteins. We all know that for building the muscles, we need a protein. And for protection regulation, which is third main primary function of food, is just for by vitamins and minerals and fiber. So there are 6 major nutrients, but besides these 6 major nutrients, some bioactive components are also present in foods, which are pigments, anthocyanins, antioxidants. Okay, this is the baseline of food. What is food and what it made up by it? It's 6 nutrients, carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and some bioactive components. So there are 7 things. Now coming on to this pic, see wisely this pic. I further in coming slides, I explain this pic, but for just it's a dilemma. There are some pics of like chapatis here, snacks is there, biscuits. As Anu ma'am, you are visible now, but some things are going on.
Yeah,
Some
ma'am.
things,
It's
some
properly
products are,
visible,
but
ma'am.
I explain later on. Okay.
Okay, definitely. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So let's move on. My PPT is divided into 3 phases. In first phase, it's introduction of that my topic, which is the what is functional food. Second, already developed functional food, which is in the interventions also, which is already used in intervention. And third is that functional food, which is in developing state, which is not fully developed, but yes, some developing errors are coming to be. Coming on to my first phase of functional food, what is now functional food? Functional food is the food which primary aim is to promote health. Primary aim. To promote health, to promote a well-being, to promote a health benefit. We can say many things can we say in functional food. Functional food is that food which contains no toxin. It only gives a good health. It gives a prevention or management of any disease is functional food. Different agencies define functional food in different ways. Some said just Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics states food defined as whole food which is fortified, enriched or enhanced food which is beneficial effect on human health. Agar kisi ko human health effect, it is functional food. International Food and Council said beyond nutrition, if some food is given beyond the supplement is there, that is it is functional food. International Life Science Institute says that if food contains some physiological active component, that is a functional food. Health Canada says that a functional food similar in conventional food or a traditional food. So why we need these types of food? We require these foods as per our daily habits, changing in dietary patterns, changing in lifestyle patterns, the need of our body health to remain healthy, remain fit. We need a functional food. We can't deny our modern ethnic traditional food because we can't take as day by day the lifestyle is continuously changing. The packaged food is coming, the processed foods, the microwavable foods is coming, the RTC ready to cook, ready to make foods are coming because the demand of the food is now day by day increasing. So functional food is that food which promotes you, which give you health in terms of basic foods and how these foods lie on the lifestyle habits. So we need that kind of foods which promote our overall health. So when the functional food comes, it came in origin 1980s by Japan. 1989, Stephen D. Fellis suggests a term about nutraceuticals and functional food. Now there are contradictory between these two words. What is nutraceuticals and what is functional foods? Both terms, nutraceuticals and functional food, are go by same one by way because both have same functions. Both promoting health, both keep free from protection from disease, both give a good prevention from any diseases, but they are different. The function is same, but they are different. Now, how they are different? Nutraceuticals are generally present in pills, syrup, tablets. They are the nutraceuticals. Functional food are those food which is only come in a food form. It's come in It may be in biscuit form, maybe in pizza based form, maybe in squash, maybe in juices, maybe in sauces, but it should be in a food form, not in pills, not in tablets. Second main difference is that nutraceuticals ingredient, which is found a nutraceutical product, maybe the main ingredient or maybe the core product comes from natural as well as synthetic origin. But the functional food which is formed, it the natural ingredient comes from the natural source. No synthetic ingredient, no laboratory made ingredients are used in formulation of functional food. So nutraceuticals and functional food have same functions, but they have different, significantly different appearance, different in their chemical view. So all we are aware about therapeutic biscuits, kahin na kahin we have heard about therapeutic biscuits, therapeutic which is high in protein, which is also called biscuits because it's a small form of biscuits. A healthy snacks for men and women. It is written delicious, high calorie, protein with B vitamin. We heard that this biscuits, by taking this biscuit, this is a functional food. This is the best example of functional food in which the main target is they are protein rich, they are rich in B vitamins, and the ingredients not belong to any synthetic or laboratory made chemical. They are casein, means milk, pre-cooked rice flour, means it's a cereal based product, edible vegetable fat, means plant fat, malt extract, barley, Bengal gram, means it's rich in protein. That's why Bengal gram is rich. No rich of any proteinaceous mixture added. They are use a natural ingredient which is a Bengal gram and other additives. So this is the best example of functional food, which is in a food manner and giving the promotion or promoting the health by giving the high protein, high calorie and B vitamins. Now, what is the classification of the functional food? Classification as the functional food is defined by the different agencies, same as classification categories and types are also defined by different agencies and categories. Simple categorization of functional food is they are classified into three: probiotics, conventional and designer foods. Probiotics means they are the intake of live microorganisms. Generally, only two species are taken: Bifidium bacterium and Lactobacillus. Conventional foods are those foods which we are taken, and generally it sustains our health and give a longevity to our health. Designer foods means it's comes sometimes GM food also comes in designer foods, nutraceuticals comes also, and processed functional foods also came in designer foods. Herbal foods also come sometimes in designer foods. There are other categorization according to American Dietetic Association. They said conventional whole foods means garlic, nuts, all have bioactive components. They all have a health promoting effect, means garlic, nuts, tomato. They have a bioactive component. They promote our health. They signifies our health to give a benefits to our body. Modified food, fortified food, enrich and enhance. And what is fortified? Fortification is a process in which any nutrient, maybe micronutrient or macronutrient, not present in food, and we are additionally add in that food. Means salt, which is NaCl, it is deficient of iodine, so we add iodine to become iodized salt, and iodine is a very important micronutrient. So it is fortified salt, means iodized salt. Now what is a double fortified salt is coming, which is fortified with iron 2. Enriched foods means any food which have a nutrients, maybe a carbohydrate, protein, vitamin, mineral, but during the processing that nutrient may be in low amount or that nutrient may be lost during the processing. Then we add that product, then we add that micronutrient, that food's called enriched food. Same enhanced foods, many energy bars and snacks are coming, which is called as modified foods as well as आपके enhanced foods. Medical foods and photo foods, foods for specially dietary use, these both categories comes in nutraceuticals. Now, which conventional food is functional food? Conventional food means cereals is a conventional functional food. Why cereals? So for it, we have to understand the structure of cereals. Cereal structure have three parts. Major, it may be a cereals means it's rice, wheat, oats, barley. Rice or the wheat, whole wheat, we can say whole wheat structures divided or its composition divided into three parts: bran, endosperm, and germ. Bran is the outermost layering of that wheat kernel. Okay. And bran is rich in fiber, which is essential nutrient. फाइबर हुआ, vitamins हुआ, B vitamins, fibers, phytonutrients, they are contains in bran. Okay. Endosperm is a starch and protein content. And germ, it's a good fats with vitamin E antioxidant. Means the whole grain is very nutritious. But are we taking the whole grain? No, we are confined to a refined grain, which is a white flour, a refined flour. The refined flour is not come in a conventional functional food. When we take in a whole grain or whole grain cereals or flour, which is whole grain flour, then that food is a conventional functional food because it contains all the required amount of nutrients and all the nutrients, which is generally I start with carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals. So all the nutrients are already present in that. Means then only it's said that it's a functional food. Same as legumes. Legumes as a functional food. Legumes contains a protein. It's called a poor man's meat because the persons who are non-vegetarians, who are not taking the chicken, fish, or milk products or egg as sometimes soya bean is also replaced as people are suffering from soya allergies. The only pulses legumes are the source for their functional food or their protein source. So besides the proteins, they are also giving up minerals, omega-3 fatty acids, and the numerous saponins, isoflavones, which are the bioactive components. So yes, whole legumes are a good source of nutrients with all the nutrients and also called as functional food. Fruits and vegetables. Yes, solely fruits and vegetables are called as functional food as a conventional food. We already know that they contain specific components and prevent and helps in reduction of any disease. It contain pigments as there the colorful pictures are showing in the slide. You already visible it. So functional foods are only functional due to presence of their functional component. So what is that functional component? Functional component is the bioactive components. In all the fruits and vegetables, the phytochemicals are present, the coloring pigments are there. They have a physiological properties which affects to cure in management of numerous disease, in decrease in type 2 diabetes, CVD, numerous number of. So functional foods, when we call the fruits and vegetables, they have a functional property. They are the bioactive components. They are the series of the number of functional components. Polyphenols, saponins, carotenoids. So we, in today's presentation, I am generally focused on carotenoids. If we take in all the bioactive components, so the college is over, but not a bioactive components over today itself. Coming to a very important bioactive component, carotenoids. Why carotenoids is very important? Because carotenoids further classify into carotene, beta carotene, lutein, zeaxanthin, lycopene, the tomato one. So carotene is alpha beta carotene is very important because as a vitamin A source, as I previously told you, there are the 6 nutrients: carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, and fiber. So vitamins are classified into fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. So vitamin A have a no natural source. It have only an animal source. No plant source is available. So what if for the plant source? We have provitamin A, which is present in carrots, which is alpha carotene or beta carotene. So this provitamin A, by taking this provitamin A, when come to body in our contact, when we take these foods, they convert in further vitamin A when it's uptake by the body. But no plant sources present for the vitamin A. They are the sources: alpha carotene, beta carotene, lycopene, tomatoes, grapefruit, watermelon, lutein, yellow color vegetables, beta cryptoxanthin. They are all the bioactive components, and these foods are the functional conventional foods which sustain our life for a longevity in our daily life. Now, what other bioactive components? They are the phenolic components. A number of phenolic components are there, which includes anthocyanins, flavonoids. Flavonoids means catechins, theophylline, flavonols, number of compounds which exerts an important functional property in that food itself, or when that food it used as an ingredient in formulation of any functional food, then that food is regarded as a functional food. So what are the benefits of the functional food? Yes, functional food first major aim is to promote human health, to promote well-being. to risk and reduce the management or reduction of any chronic diseases or a simple one. So it exerts a specific health benefits, not the nutrients ones, carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals. These functional foods, when bioactive components are rich, it triggers, it reduces the symbolize of any diseases. For example, whole grains, as I already explained, the bran, germ, which is a combined form of all the nutrients. Now, that's the first stage over. We understand what is functional food and what is the difference between functional food and nutraceuticals. Now, how these functional food are formulated. The second phase, functional food, is for how formulated, how we do research. Innovation is very needed in today's era. Actually, we generally bored by taking one thing once again and again. If we're taking conventional food continuously, no, it's not done, because the lifestyle changes. We have, if we are taking something artisty ready to cook, it's cooked in 2 minutes or 2 minutes topping is needed. But nowadays we need to buy that product which is only microwave. We not to chop anything. We just buy it and or stored in a freezer or deep freezer, like frozen food, frozen aloo parathas, frozen aloo tikki, all are available in the market. We need not to cut or pick up our knife to. So innovations are going on. We have to only in the microwave. After 2 minutes, the ready butter paneer masala is ready. We have no frozen paratha is also available. Means innovation is going day by day. Is that processed foods, frozen foods, extruded foods are healthy? No, we know this. So here the come of functional food, the food which promote the health as well as the dignity, to promote the health wing in a normal food manner, not in the form of tablets, in the form of syrup, in the form of powders, as we take it in nutraceuticals. So the main aim of functional food is to promote to, if we formulate any functional food, numerous things are involving in this. Cost is involving, customer perception is involving, what type of diet is involving, what we food. So food scientists have many consideration to engineer to formulate any functional food. Now coming to steps, how the food is formulated. Just I will just giving the example of biscuits, how that biscuits is formed. For understanding the formulation of any functional food, we have to go through 4 steps. First step is product concept. Why are you formulating that functional food? It is needed or not? What is the concept behind it? Is that the product is needed? Why are you making that product? Is the consumers are present over there? This today's era's deficiencies of vitamin 12, or the malnourished children are there. There's a, or there is a maybe iron deficiency are widely seen in the pregnant or the teenager girls. So what is the product concept? Why are you formulated that product development? Why are you that form? After that, if the concept is generated, now coming to step 2, product formulation. We know the concept, and now what product? It may be a baked product, it may be a roasted one, it may be a generally it may be a snacks, it may be whatever. What the and what ingredients are selected? What the recipe behind it? What we are used? If we focused on the iron, we have to formulate a food which is iron rich. So what are the ingredients? What type of recipe? As we take iron rich, the minerals have no loss of any processing, steam, cooking, any method, no loss of minerals are taken. So we can choose any technology. But if we want to work on heat sensitive vitamins, so we have to confine on some of the processes and some of the ingredients. So what type we can't take heating or such type of things. Step 3, after product concept, after selection of ingredients, selection of recipe, we have to process the optimization, or we have to standardize the product. Standardization involves the product by try and retry. It is adapted by several times. Not I formulated here a chicky, it's now the product is formulated. No. It may be a 10 times, it may be a 20 times, it may be 30 times trial. After it, a main recipe is finally open and evaluated. It evaluated in different parameters. After it, it may be confined by dealing different hands or different instruments, different equipments. So process standardization is very important step. Third, of any functional formulation of functional food. And step 4 is the studies. If we are saying that this functional food is used for management of diabetes, type 2 diabetes or anemic, we have to give a clinical proven. We have to opt a ethical committee. We have to go in intervention. We have to go in, if further, if intervention is done, ethical committee is done 3 months, after 3 to 6 months study, yes, it is where the iron content is increased in the body, whatever. After what, after it, when a product is formed, all the evaluations are done, intervention is all done, it can be go for the patent, it can be sell to the company, it can be a person become an entrepreneur too, to launching that product. So they are the 4 steps of any formulated product. So I'm taking the one example of one product, of the concept behind of one product, which is gluten-free, casein-free products. I'm focusing here only 2 products. The concept is to develop a product or develop a functional food for gluten-free, casein-free dietary intervention. One intervention is going on, which is a product, which is a concept of that product. That product should be a gluten and casein free. Little upcoming slides, I will explain you what is gluten and casein. Second, what kind of product, what kind of recipes, they are flour and snacks. Third, process optimization, retry, evaluation, ethical committee, and step for efficacy. So step 1 is product concept. Why we stuck the gluten and casein free diet? What is needed? What is that hell, that gluten and casein? Why we needed gluten and casein? So this study is revolved. This intervention is under the children who are autistic. They are the one theory of Paul Whiteley. The team suggests that Paul Whiteley in 2003, in sometime 2003, they give that gluten and casein are the proteins. Gluten is a protein present in wheat. Casein is a protein present in milk. Okay. These both are the proteins. They are made up of by polypeptide chains of amino acids. According to their opioid axis theory, this theory suggests that gluten and casein for digestion require DPP4, enzyme which is required by the intestine to digest the both protein. We have all that, all the persons have this enzyme in sufficient amount to digest wheat as well as casein. But the children who are suffering from ASD, autism spectrum disorder, which is the intervention, which is the concept behind the formulation of that product, in that intervention or that in that theory suggests that those children 8 to 10 years have low efficacy, low effect of DPP4, have low in concentration of that enzyme. Okay, so that's why they are not supposed to digest they both protein. If you are not digesting that protein, they are taking by the diet. Because gluten is a wheat, we can't deny wheat because wheat is a staple. We can't deny milk for a growing children because it's a staple. If those children are taking gluten, casein continuously in a diet, they become the polypeptide chains of amino acids break, but not fully decompose or fully digested form. It can break into gluteomorphins or a caseomorphins. They are the opioids. They become an opioids like activity, which cross after not fully digested, partially digested. They cross the blood-brain barrier, which is BBB, and affects the neuropsychological systems. And that gluteomorphin and caseomorphic, which is a product concept, that for that it affects the neuropsychological system, that the symptoms of the autistic children's repetition of things, no communications, repetitive behaviors, it counteract or triggers that functions. So in that intervention, we have to restrict the gluten and casein free. Okay, so gluten is a wheat protein and casein is a milk protein. So in that intervention, in that formulation of product concept, we have to cut down the gluten and casein. Means gluten present in wheat, okay, casein present in milk and products. For that, we have to formulate a functional food which is no wheat, no barley. Barley, why? Because barley have a same chain of like adenine, like gluten. No oats. Oats have same chain like adenine. So we have to avoid wheat, oats, and barley. We have to avoid no milk, no mammal, no animal milk, no animal food. So what we can use to formulate a food, which is a second concept to development, how to we select the ingredients, how we select the recipe, because wheat is a staple, we have cut down the wheat, we cut down the milk. So what we can take legumes, we can take nuts, seeds which are gluten free, we can take soya milk, coconut milk, almond milk, So in this, the second concept is product development. In product development, we suggest, we just for intervention for gluten and casein free, we have two products, which is chapati, formulation of composite flour blend. We have formulated composite flour blend. Why the flour? Because chapati is a needed for everyone. We are ever taken in morning time, we are taking plow in our diet. Then in post lunch or in post dinner, we needed a dinner in chapati, obvious. So we can't cut chapati. So first aim is to, why chapati only? Because as the food primary main function is energy giving, and energy is only get by carbohydrates. So we have to supply carbohydrates to that 8 to 10 children, 8 to 10 years of old of that children. So we have to formulate a chapati or a composite flour blend, which is no presence of gluten, no wheat, but the chapati resembles like of wheat. Means the formulation of functional food like that, to choose that ingredients will resemble the wheat like chapati but not wheat. For that, we have selected three things: rice flour, sorghum flour, and soybean flour. Okay. Number of trials, number of pre-trials, standardization were done, and the process optimization also done. How the dough development, because a true tankan gum is added, because gluten is responsible for dough development. Dough means dough जो ball develop होती है for the formulation of any chapati rolls. So we need any binding agent which combine to make a flour, to make a dough, then a puff. What is chapati? Chapati is generally a flat bread which is soft, puffed. It is resemble or inanimate like wheat like chapati. So there are some trials, P1, P2, P3, a number of trials, around 36 trials were performed. Here only 5 trials are present, in which P4 and P5, you are saying that rice flour 40%. We can't deny the rice flour, because rice flour is the flour which gives the color of the chapati. If we increase sorghum, soybean, it becomes yellowish and creamish tinge. So we have to first standardize the what is the major proportion of rice flour to inanimate the white like chapati, wheat like chapati. We have to give protein, because as the we cut off the wheat, we cut off the milk products, so we have to supplement the products by the carbohydrates as well as protein. The process is also optimized when these flour or composite flour blends form. How the dough is developed? Is the dough is developed by cold water? Is lukewarm water? How much water is needed? Or it is needed with the very tight hands, or it is needed with soft hands? It's like a flat bread. How this process also optimizes. There are some products development. P4 and P5 have a good height, which we come to in next coming slide. Second, cookies. First product is gluten-free and casein-free flour, composite flour for chapati. And second is cookies. Cookies is a product which is required by every children. It's a cookies or a biscuit. Main difference in the fat content or in crispiness. We need a snacks for that 8 to 10 years children. What they want, they can a snacky tacky for appetite. They need a food, or we're taking something else in morning or in evening snacks, they can take in cookies. So our needed, we can't use wheat, we can't use maida, refined flour, we can't use milk, because the intervention is mainly a gluten free and casein free. So gluten is restricted, milk is restricted. So what options we can take? In that intervention, we can take a ragi flour, because when the milk products is restricted, calcium is restricted automatically. Calcium is that diet is deficient of calcium. So we have to add the richer source of calcium, which is a ragi, hot gram flour, and the dry coconut powder. So by providing, why we choose these ingredients, they give a good amount of protein, the good amount of fat, good amount of calcium and iron. So there are some glimpses of that product. We about 25 plus products were trials, retrials and standardized. And P9 and P10 products, they are the cookies. These cookies are taste like a naan khatai like, because we are using horse gram flour, which give a besan like flavor, and it's a very good in taste. For we trial this for sensory evaluation to those children also. So these two products are formed. Beside these products, gluten-free noodles are also formed. Gluten-free cake also formed for those children. But for the intervention, we formulate only two products, which is gluten-free, casein-free formulated functional food, which is composite flour blends for chapati and cookies. So now how evaluated these functional food? Because after formulation, after standardization of recipes, is these formulated functional food is evaluated. So it is evaluated in three parameters. First evaluation is sensory evaluation, second is physical evaluation, and third is nutritional evaluation. Now, what is sensory evaluation? All we know this when we go in bakery shop or any shop. What first of all, we can't taste the things. We have to gauge the thing by with the help of sense organs. We can see by eyes. Where any bakery shop we can go, we can see the number of colors cakes and pastries are present. So the sense organs play a major role for the evaluation of any product. So sensory evaluation means any evaluation which takes place with the help of sense organs. It is a scientific method in which to interpret it, to analyze those reactions of particular functional food in smell, in taste, and touch and hearing. But this evaluation only done by trained, semi-trained, or consumer panel. So formulated functional food is in the stage of trained panel. Why though not semi-trained panel? Why not trained panel? Trained panel is only for tea, beer, wines. Semi-trained panel who are the basic who have the basic degree of food sciences and about 10 to 15 years of experience in food sciences and nutrition. They come to trained panel. And consumer panel means those products which are used by the consumers only, and it can be supplied. You many times you can only watch in malls, some samples are presenting, they are only going tasting, taste and take taste and free of cost. They are the sensory evaluation at consumer labels. They are just checking the acceptability of the product, that the peoples are taking or not that. So we function in functional food, we are in the evaluation in semi-trained panel. So what are the tools needed for the sensory evaluation? When semi-trained panel is present, they evaluate that formulated functional food at 9-point hedonic scale. What is 9-point hedonic scale? These are the 9 parameters, which means any attribute can came in this. Attributes means the margins which are measuring. Means the if the chapati is present, so how you like the color of the chapati. If you like the color of the chapati, like extremely, so you can give the 9 number. Means you like the product at 9. You doesn't like the product, you're not giving any information, you can't say anything, go for 5. Neither like nor dislike. Or maybe the color of the chapati is whole wheat flour, it become a brownish chapati you don't like because you have a mental feeling that a chapati is white in color. May the consequences there. So you can give a 3 to 4, but these margins are given by only the semi-trained panel. This is for the higher age groups, this scale. For schools children or for the when the children are involved in any study, we don't go for this because we need a scale exclusively for there, which is 7-point hedonic scale. This is disliked very much. The smileys are going there. So when the cookies are formed, when the chapatis are formed after the semi-trained panel, it is supplied to the children's or for a tasting for the children's because they have to taken during the intervention. So when these cookies were given to them, they were selecting like, dislike or not dislike. P1, P2, P3 product like extremely. They were taking tasting of that product and taking the smile. After when the whole the 7-point hedonic scale done, they were asking to they can want again or not. If they are saying that yes, P9 product is very good, I am taking again, so yes, P9 is chosen for the intervention. When they are refused to P9, that P9 is not taken for the intervention. They are the sensory evaluation method. So after the sense organs, after the judging the taste, the smell, and then color, then the formulated foods goes for further evaluation, which involve physical evaluation, which is the water absorption index, because as the formulated product is taken as flour, so we have to take in the parameters regarding in flour, what the parameters are taken: water absorption index, bulk density, gluten content, and casein content. Yes, we are formulated the product first case pastry intervention gluten free and casein free diet. So we have to check the product. It should be gluten negative. So we have to perform a gluten test. We have to perform puffed height. We have to check the width, thickness, and spread ratio of the respective formulated cookies. Now coming to nutritional evaluation, as these both products are the basic need of nutrients, which is carbohydrates, proteins, calcium, and minerals. So moisture content is done by AOC method, by hot air oven. Total protein estimation done by Jadal method. There are the 3 steps method which involve digestion, neutralization, and distillation. This is a hot air oven method. Fat is estimated by the Soxhlet apparatus. Ash is measured. Ash is the total inorganic mineral content of that food. What is the total inorganic content? After the taken out the ash by the muffle furnace, the muffle furnace works on the principle of higher temperature, because at 600 degrees Celsius, all the nutrients are lost in food. Only the inorganic minerals left. So for the further analysis of any inorganic minerals, we have to evaluate the total ash content of any food. Now, how we measure the color of the food? We say that the cookies are pink in color or the cookies are brown in color. How much color of white? How much the pink? How much the yellow? This is achieved by an instrument called a Hunter-Carroll lab. They work on the opponent color theory. The third figure, this is the first figure in which the sample are placed, and the reading given by the computer, they says that if L, they give the values in LAB. L is 200, means if the reading towards L means the biscuit of flour color is towards white color. If L is towards 0, means the biscuit color is slight towards black, or A and B respectively. So coming on to the what are the results of that product for the intervention. So we have formulated number of trials for composite flour blends. After formulation of flour blends, we formulate a chapati, and chapati is born in sensory evaluation. So we see that P4 and P5, where the attributes are coming in the right side: color, appearance, texture, aroma, mouthfeel, aftertaste, overall acceptability. So in this platform, let me discuss the overall acceptability of that product. What is the overall acceptability? As we heard that in previous slides, in hedonic scale parameters, 7 is the scale which is the average, which is the like moderately, means likeness of that product is increases after slightly. So all the products must be like moderately 7 plus ranges, means this product is going to be in further upcoming research. So all the readings signifies that 7.3 and 7.2, P4 and P5 formulated functional food, or the P4, P5 chapati, which is formed by P4, P5 composite flour grains, have better acceptability towards better than P1 and P2. Same for color, appearance, texture, aroma, mouthfeel for cookies. We already said 6, 6, 6, slight dislike, slightly like. P6 and P7 and P7 slightly like, but P9 and P10, which P9 and P10's overall acceptability is slightly more than acceptance, more at sensory evaluation parameters than P6 or P7 or P8. So what are the water absorption index? They have the bulk and density. They are signifies that they are the gluten negative. P5 component flour give a highest puffed height, means 1.1 puffed height. If the chapati is puffing, means it signifies, by tasting also, sensory evaluation also done, it is soft in nature, it is chewable, it's like an inanimate wheat like chapati. They are the diameter, thickness, spread ratios of the formulated cookies. Now color, how the color of that cookies. We already give you the color. This is the color. Color of chapati, just see that some is yellow and P4 and P5 is white, right? Matlab L100 means it towards positive, whereas the cookies color is towards L0. Okay. Now coming to the evaluation, coming to the readings, the L towards 86, 86, 86 means the color of the chapati is towards white. We are going in the right direction because we rice flour we taking 40% to signify the it inanimate like wheat like chapati. Okay. Next, L is towards 32, 34, 36 means the reading, it is not, the biscuit is not in white in color, it's towards a grayish, towards the blackish error. Means the volume of the measurement of the color is also we can do in formulated products. Now for the intervention of that, we selected P4 and P9, which give total supplementation about 100 gram, 4 chapati, 2 in lunch, 2 in dinner, 15 gram of protein, and 4 gram of fat, 62 gram of carbohydrate, and 59 milligram of calcium. With cookies, in 100 gram, 8 cookies are formed, but we, for dietary intervention, we have provided 4 cookies, 2 in morning snack, 2 in evening snack, and about 3 gram of protein, 9 gram of fat, 22 gram of carbohydrate, and 90. So this involves this formulated studies. This product is already formulated, product concept done, standardization of recipe done, efficacy done, intervention done, and as a result in that intervention, yes, they are the downfall, they are the symptoms reduced in the children after taking gluten casein free dietary intervention. They are the results. Now coming to the third phase of my PPT, which is the undergoing process, already developed, done. Now, what are the current trends? The current trends of that of new product development of any formulated product. Sub product is to be sustainable. Product is a eco-friendly. Product related to health and wellness. Product must come in e-commerce sites. Must have a clear transparency labeling. Must have all the ingredients. Not supposed to something is present and something is already, because the products has to be more right with the person is suffering from soya allergy or the egg allergy, but it should be mentioned. So clear label transparency needed by the consumers. So as the food, the slide I already shown in first time. Anu ma'am, this slide. Come to this slide now. I already told you about this slide. Now what this product is. These products are the formulated functional food of the Shri Vaishnav Institute of Home Science. Now, what that products are? Different. They are the only a few of them. There are plus 2 or 3 products are also present, but I am not mentioning in this. This is the first picture signifies the baked snacks, which is formed by the hot gram flour, which is fat free. It replaces it like a substitute of bingo baked mad angles. It's a high proteinous, more tastier than product. Trial 7, which is the product menopause bar for the menopause. A high proteinaceous khagra, a herbal tea, a high fiber biscuits. These formulated products are undergoing development in the institute itself. So here I'm discussing few of them. First is formulation and standardization of herbal nutritious bar with specially reference to menopause worker. But these products have just in preliminary preliminary stage. The more physical, chemical, nutrition evaluation are good. Sensory evaluation is done. So for what is the product concept? Is the main formulation of that functional food. Concept is to make a product for them who are facing the menopause, who are facing the symptoms, and we have to just decrease that symptoms. We have to reduce that symptoms. So what ingredients we have to take? We have to select that ingredients which signifies or which decreases the level of that person or the lady. So we have taken a shatavari, amaranth flour, amaranth pop seeds, jaggery, honey, which generally gives the nutrients, gives the energy, protein, give the bioactive components, and as a result, they are reduces their pain, their night sweat, insomnia, anxiety, and mood swings. Shatavari is the herb which is progressively uses for the for the treatment of any reproductive disease or disorder. So Shatavari, up how much? This is a functional food, formulated functional food with touch of herbal functional food. So we are using a herb. So we have to set, we have to take in a parameters, we have to take in a regulations, which already we have taken from Food Standards 2016. Okay. So what we have to take in, we can take 6 to 7 gram as per regulations. We take the saw, the jaffle, how much we take in. So according to these regulations, we are formulated about, we are just done with 9 trials, and T9 is the trial in which it signifies or it gives the all overall acceptability in sensitive evaluation. And they are the standardization or optimization of that recipe, which is a formulated nutritious bar. Coming to high fiber cookies, as we note that we are taking high fiber Britannia Nutro Choice cookies. We have a better alternative in our department. Britannia Nutri Choice high fiber biscuits if the ingredients we will saw, the first ingredient is, which is used in major amount, is refined flour. Second is whole wheat flour. And third is wheat bran, means high fiber content comes in third. Wheat bran is the waste thing for when the refined flour is formed. So in our high fiber cookies, we are using ragi, buckwheat, and the fiber source, safflower seeds and lotus stem, which signifies high fiber, more tastier than those cookies without any additive. They are the standardization process. And T6, because we are formulated these products as gluten free, we are not using any wheat flour. They are, all the products are wheat free and casein free. We are not using any animal fat product also. So T6 give the best results, as we, so that why the color is more signifies, we are using ragi for high calcium and high protein also. Now coming to third formulated product, B2 herbal tea. We already formulated B2 herbal tea with number of bittery sensory results. We are using the bitter gourd leaves. Nowhere in India or all over the world would work on it, because it give a tremendously bitter taste. But by using the hibiscus color, the color of the tea can be, it's rich in antioxidants, anthocyanins, and flavonoids, which we can use in upcoming time in intervention also. So now the last product is a high protein gluten free khakra. In this khakra, we are used a beetroot khakra or beetroot rich, which high protein is. First, we formulated, as we know, all the khakra is made from wheat paste, but in this, we formulated the khakra with soybean and sorghum. Sorghum, we have to use the millets also. That's why, and so for increasing the protein content, we are using the high iron also to become more health promote, more health signifies. And this product is a replaceable, because these four products have longer have a good shelf life also. So what is the efficacy of these products? Efficacy is to, when the interventions, or when we are saying that products are the clinical proven, when we are saying that it's for the prevention or management of disease, we have to take the efficacy, we have to take the intervention. If they are the general products, they are the high protein and high iron content, they are the general products. So after it, we can sell that product to any company. We can go for the patent process. If the process optimization of any product, अभी लेटेस्ट में IIT Kharagpur just patent a process for production of rice bread. So without any additive, means they are not using any additive. So they are process optimization, product patent, as well as the process patent. So we can go for all this. Or thirdly, we can go for interventions and discusses. But for formulated any functional food, FSI, we can't deny FSI. What is the regulations of Food Safety Standards Authority of India, New Delhi? They signifies, they give the regulations 2016, in which a Food Act schedule is passed. In that Food Act schedule have a number of sections from 1st to 9th. They contain all the bioactive components. They contain all the herbal supplements. They have all proprietary food, what the food is to be, what the labeling is have to be of that functional food, what is the permitted ranges of it, all the regulations, all the things, especially regards to functional food, nutraceuticals, all are present in that schedule. So safety concerned, that we are not using any any herb or anything which is not grass. Grass means the food we are taken generally regarded as safe. Those food have to be in list of grass. Secondly, if there is anything is uses, we have to go for the animal in vitro studies. Then we have to go to human trials. Ethical committees plays a magnificent role in that safety. So we have to confront the functional food have a diverse safety evaluation in that parameter also. Coming to the future, now functional food as life changing, dietary habits are changing, eating habits are changing, lifestyle are changing. So development of food are going to be innovation and innovation once. But right now, nutrigenomics are coming by, technologies are coming, so they become a more organic functional foods are going to be formulated. Now coming to the conclusion of my PowerPoint presentation, that the functional food is a provision of innovation. Means innovation means something is innovative, creative, or novelty is done. interest is to promote a health being. We are not denied the fortified food, enriched food, endless food, but the functional food in that food which became a cost effective. We can't make a food which is full of dry fruits. No, it must be decrease the malnourishment, or it serve the community. It should be cost effective. It must be more nutritious, or we have to use such type of technology to use that foods which are not which is not off season available. We can choose that opportunity. So by using the conventional food, we sustain the life, but the need of the hour is to formulate a highly functional food which concerns with more nutritious, more effective, with more food science experts, nutrition experts, technology experts involving the pediatrician also. So thank you. I think I just as my topic. Anu ma'am?
No, thank you so
Yes.
much, ma'am. Any present, sir? Do you have any query?
Yes. Questions.
Have you any query? You can ask.
Please.
Nice presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very nice presentation.
I think no queries are here.
भावेश
तो-
सर कोई क्वेरी नहीं है? आईआईटी खड़गपुर का पेटेंट आ गया भाई, ब्रेड बनने वाली है राइस वाली.
They are after a process.
It's very nice.
Ma'am,
In upcoming
presentation
time,
was
might
very...
we are also in that list, ma'am. Just blessed us for us this.
Great.
So
The way
ma'am,
of-
blessings are needed for that.
Yeah, वो तो हमेशा ही है.
Always, ma'am.
Always.
Yes,
Very
Bhavesh sir,
happy.
yes. I'm waiting
अदरवाइज
for your
हम लोग तो
question.
यही समझते थे फूड एंड न्यूट्रिशन मतलब ये चपाती ये है. उसकी आप इतने लेवल पे उसकी प्रोसेस करते हो, ये हमने कभी सोचा भी नहीं था.
That's
And ma'am explained very well.
Yes,
It was
she's
very good.
fluent and explaining each and everything, coloring and all these things.
Thank you, ma'am.
So now it's my turn for the appreciation.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful as well as very confidently, and you can describe the each everyone with the level. We have to initiation level. So this is a very wonderful presentation, and especially thanks for your giving me spacious time for us, because we have the busy schedules. So now I shall stop here for this week, and now I'm invite Dr. Bhavesh sir for words of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. As we come to the closer of Udbhavana 23-24 session 7, it's my privilege to propose words of thanks on behalf of organizing team to all those who helped us in making this session such a resounding success. Firstly, I want to express my gratitude to our speaker of the day, Dr. Dipali Saxena, for kindly accepting our invitation and gracing the event with her valuable sharing. Thank you so much, ma'am. I am very grateful to Dr. Upinder Dhar sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sri Vaishnav Vidyapith Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, who gave the opportunity to organize this session and providing us with all the possible support towards conducting this event. No event can take shape without hard-working leader. It was the dedication and enthusiasm of Udbhavana coordinator, Dr. Shobha Jain, who made this event possible in online mode. I express my heartfelt gratitude towards Madam for her enormous cooperation and organization of Udbhavana 23-24. Thank you so much, ma'am. I acknowledge and thanks the unwavering support received from all the faculty and staff members. And last but not the least, thank you all the participants for being with us and for participating actively in this session. We are looking forward for your future participation. I once again thank you everyone whose contribution has made this session a successful one. Thank you all.
Thank you so much again, ma'am, for the informative and valuable insight for the functional food. So, and thank you for everyone for the patiently listening this session. So, thank you so much.
Thank
Good
you,
day.
ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye
Take
bye.
care.
Thank you. Session.